How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John and I make regular videos about space and technology. And in today's video we're going to be talking about how NASA is facing a weather issue before Artemis II. And if temperatures drop too low, they can't even continue launch preparations. This isn't just about a delay. These strict rules exist because of past space disasters. And right now, this could affect a critical test that has to go perfectly before astronauts ever step on board. And what's important here isn't just a normal launch anymore. Artemis II is the mission that brings humans back around the moon for the first time in over 50 years. So every step before launch really matters.
All eyes are on the Space Coast as we count down to liftoff for the Artemis II rocket, and we're still more than a week away, but one crucial test must happen before launch day.
Yeah, we've been telling you about the wet dress rehearsal that now might happen sooner than expected because of the freezing temperatures.
This part is crucial. A wet dress rehearsal is basically a full practice launch. They load the rocket with real fuel, go through the countdown, but stop just before the liftoff. If this doesn't go smoothly, the launch doesn't happen, guys.
Everything must go as planned for the Artemis II wet dress rehearsal, the term coined from Broadway with the word wet added because of the liquids being loaded into the rocket. Crews go through all the motions that they would on launch day, but without astronauts and the actual launch. But that rehearsal date is now up in the air.
What will be impacted by the cold weather is the propellant loading, so that can be either during the wet dress or the actual launch.
And this is where things get very serious. Rockets don't just handle the cold, fuel systems, seals or valves. Extreme cold can change how materials behave. NASA has previously learnt the hard way not to take any chances anymore.
We know that there's specific criteria for a launch, but there's also specific criteria for a wet dress rehearsal. If the outside temperature is below 41 degrees at any point within a 24-hour period, they will not be able to complete a wet dress rehearsal or a launch.
That number might sound very random, but it isn't. NASA sets very specific limits because below certain temperatures, parts of the rocket and fueling systems actually become very brittle and they don't function the way they're designed to.
The temperature can't be below that number for 30 or more consecutive minutes, and the overall average must stay above 41.
We have to remember, why do we have these criteria too? It's very sad. Today is the 40th anniversary of Challenger.
And this is why NASA is so strict. The Challenger disaster happened in cold weather. It was basically where an O-ring failed because of low temperatures. Ever since then, NASA does not bend weather rules. Safety is more important than any schedule, guys.
These very strict weather criteria were developed because of that.
The rehearsal was scheduled for next week, but could move earlier.
So by moving it to January 30 from February 2, that gives them a couple extra days of margin to try and achieve that February 6th date.
And if things aren't flawless, the launch could get pushed.
So delays might frustrate people, but in human spaceflight, a delay is better than risk. Artemis II carries astronauts. This isn't a cargo mission, guys.
The program would be in serious jeopardy if not ended, if anything happened to these 4 crew members. So the paramount imperative is to get the astronauts home safe to their families.
And that's the bottom line. Every decision comes back to one thing: bringing the crew home safely. And that's one of the latest updates for the Artemis II mission. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.